Predicting the best strikers in Blue Lock by the end of this series. Now look, this is a very controversial question because obviously we're nowhere near the end of Blue Lock right now, but I'm just going to be giving you guys my predictions and who I think is narratively implied right now to be the best striker at the end of the series. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this video. If you like videos like this, please remember to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please remember to hit the post notifications bell so you can never miss out on one of my uploads. And yeah, let's get right into this. Just for context, in this video, I'm only choosing strikers from the Blue Lock organization. So that means no Michael Kaiser, no Julian Loki, just the strikers from the Blue Lock organization that we've been training with since the start of the series. Anyways, let's get started. Coming in at number 8, we have Kunami Rensuke. Now listen, Kunami is an absolute fraud as of right now in the manga. But I do think that Kunami will pick some things up later in the manga. If he doesn't end up getting eliminated, I feel like if he makes it to the end of the series, I feel like Kunami will have a dangerous long shot and a dangerous left foot. He'll be able to create a shot and just a shooting path out of nothing because of his shot power and everything. I feel like Kunami is going to be a great player at the end of the series. I just don't think that his weapons are able to match up with other people's weapons. The only thing I can really see Kunami getting to higher up his game is a stronger shot. You know what I mean? I don't see him learning how to dribble, doing all that other shit. I just see him getting a better shot and better drive, probably, most likely. But yeah, you guys let me know in the comments what you think about that. Moving on. Coming in at number 7, we have one of our most improved players, Chigiri Hyoma. Listen, the reason why I have Chigiri this low is simply because I'm very wary of his ACL tear. Now listen, end of series, I'm pretty sure most of you guys have theorized, and I'm going to theorize myself right now. I'm pretty sure Chigiri's going to tear his ACL again. And you know what? Listen, it's been foreshadowed plenty of times. If it doesn't end up happening, that's a great thing. You know what I mean? I do think Prime Chigiri is coming back with his full speed if it doesn't end up happening. But what I feel like is going to happen is he's going to get his full speed for once. He's going to play out of his mind. We're going to get to see peak Chigiri, a performance from a striker we had not seen up until that point in the story. And then he'll end up tearing his ACL. And since he teared his ACL not the end of the story, players are still going to get better and end up surpassing him later on. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like is going to happen. But bro, Chigiri, bro, this dude's one of the most improved players in the NEL. He's learned how to dribble. He can pass. He can shoot. He's just very versatile. Very good overall. Anyways, Chigiri Hyoma, number 7. Number 6, coming in at number 6, we have Bachara Meguru. Now listen, Bachara at number 6, I feel like a safe spot to put him. I do feel like Bachara's always been a good, great striker. But I never feel like Bachara's been top 3. Maybe first selection, but after first selection, I don't feel like Bachara's been top 3, you know what I'm saying? One of the elites of Blue Lock. He's always been one of the greats, but not one of the elites of Blue Lock, you know what I mean? So I feel like Bachara at number 6 is a good spot to put him. Bachara has good dribbling. I feel like the only thing he could really add to his game is probably a good shot, from the outside the box and shit. But I don't know what player that Bachara is inspired by. If he's inspired by Neymar or Ronaldinho, I do see him adding if he's inspired by Neymar. But being inspired by Ronaldinho, I just don't think that he's adding that because I really don't think Ronaldinho had a rocket. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really have a rocket on him. But then again, he is at Barcelona, so he might be inspired by Messi. You never know. You never know. Bachara could be inspired by Messi and end up developing a dangerous long shot and amazing passing and IQ. You never know. Anyways, we're moving on to number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have my boy, Shido Ryusei. I know, Shido fans. You guys are like, what the fuck? How are we at number 5? It makes no sense. Shido has been narratively implied since he joined the series to be number 2 to Rin. Listen, alright, listen. I feel like that narrative has since fallen apart and when the NAL started. I do feel like Shido's a top 5 striker at the end of the series, and I feel like he's a top 4 or 3 striker right now, right? But the problem with Shido is I can slowly feel his narrative going away because I don't feel like Shido at the end of the series would play on a team by himself. I feel like he's always going to be playing on a team with another striker. He's just one of those guys. I don't feel like he'll be one of the main antagonists of the story ever again. You know what I mean? So him just like not ever having that main antagonist role again, I feel like he'll just be taking a side like back step. Because look, you're seeing it in the PXG game. Shido scored first, so you already know the game's up to 3. I highly doubt the author's going to do something very unpredictable and have him score twice. I do feel like Rin is going to score the next goal. And then the last goal could be scored by virtually anybody. So you don't really know, but PXG's not going to win. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to end up scoring again after that. But listen, you never know. The author could switch it up. But as right now, I see Shido scoring and then just getting stopped for the whole game. You know what I'm saying? They just recently put Kunami on him, and Kunami's putting in work. So it's like, bro, like you already know what's going to happen. Kunami's about to get his get back on Shido. But yeah, this is why he's number 5. Anyways, Shido's a very skilled striker. Don't get me wrong. Very talented. Has a dangerous shot. Very athletic. I feel like the only thing he could really add to a game also is probably maybe some dribbling, some ability to get past players. But yeah, other than that, I feel like Shido's a great player. Moving on. Coming in at number 4, we have, a lot of people are going to be mad at this, Baro Shoei. The reason why I have Baro here at number 4 is because, bro, Baro is quite literally one of the best all-around strikers we've ever seen. Baro has a chop dribble. Baro has a long shot. Baro has great physical. He can play defense. Baro's just an amazing player overall. Like, here's when we get to the separated players by who I think is going to be separated at the end of this series, bro. Because listen, Baro is literally like, he's definitely like one of the like most versatile strikers in all of Blue Lock. You know what I mean? Like, most of the strikers in Blue Lock could do like one thing, except for like another person I'm about to mention later. But Baro can do multiple things as a striker, which makes him so dangerous. You know what I mean? He's just a dangerous striker. If I was to say anything he could add to his game, I don't even know. Because that bro's like literally complete. He just needs to refine and get better on the shit he already does. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think Baro is definitely coming in at number 4. Not really kind of like a no-brainer that Baro be in the top 3, top 4. But yeah, now this choice is going to make a lot of people angry because coming in at number 3, we have Nagi Seishiro. Hold on. Before you end up raging in the comments that Nagi is above Shido and Baro, please hear me out. Alright, hear me out. You guys know me as a big Nagi Seishiro glazer. That guy's my favorite character in Blue Lock. He's also my favorite player. I just love his playstyle. But the thing about Nagi is, I feel like it's been narratively implied multiple times that if Nagi tried and Nagi was actively being creative, he'll definitely be among the top 3 of Blue Lock. You've already seen it. He's devoured Baro. You know what I'm saying? When he awakened that one time in the first selection. I feel like the author wouldn't show us that moment unless Nagi had like, he's about to be big later on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like the author's just going to throw that in. Like, oh yeah, yo, this is one time that Nagi just actually tried and shit on Baro. You know what I mean? I feel like Nagi has so much potential, and we already know this because it's been shown multiple times throughout the series, that whenever this dude tries, whenever this dude plays with creativity, he beats 2 Metavision users. By the way, Metavision had just been introduced into the series at this point, and you already know, when things just get introduced, they're OP as fuck. By the way, Nagi scored on 2 of them, one of them being a new Gen 11. So it's just an insane feat. You know, I feel like Nagi will be one of those players end series where they'll fight for that one moment in the game where they can change the momentum completely. Kind of like Shido, but Nagi's more like, I don't know, I feel like he's way more like versatile in that sense. Like, Nagi passes the ball, you know what I'm saying? He can trap and pass the ball to someone in different ways. He can trap and shoot in different ways. He's really like, he can score in almost every way possible. You know what I'm saying? We just seen a Nagi episode where he literally did almost a backflip bicycle on this dude Hiragi. Like, no one's doing that in Blue Lock. Like, in terms of skill, I think Nagi's one of the most skilled players in Blue Lock. And what I think he needs to improve on, probably his dribbling. I mean, he's never really been shown to be good on the ball. But I mean, in the first selection, we've seen a little glimpse of him dribbling past Igarashi. Igarashi's shit, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he can develop a little dribble because he has great ball control. Anyone with good ball control in real life is normally like a decent dribbler at least. Like they can dribble the ball, you know what I'm saying? Decent to good, because ball control is also in the dribbling category. But yeah, I think Nagi will become a better dribbler in the future. And I feel like Nagi's going to be more aggressive and creative in the future as well, which will lead him to score some of his best goals in the series. And yeah, that's why I think he's just above Baro. You're going to notice something after I say my top 4. But yeah, coming in at number 2, and for the end of the series, we have our number 1 currently, Itoshi Rin. I do feel like that fall off is coming straight for Itoshi Rin, where basically every character has that thing when they're initially the best and nobody can come up to them, where he's the main character's rival for so long. Like he's like the main guy the main character needs to beat. And then once the main character beats him, he never ends up getting back to his number 1 spot. So you know what I mean? Like I don't think that Itoshi Rin is going to surpass who's in number 1 after that guy beats him for the first time. I feel like Itoshi Rin is going to have a little bit of a fall off. Not fall off per se. I feel like he'll play better, but he just narratively won't be as strong as he is right now, because I feel like once he makes up with his brother, he finds the truth about his brother, I don't think that Itoshi Rin's still going to be like narratively as strong as he is right now. But bro, like it's just like, what can I really say about Rin, bro? Great vision, great defense, great passing, great shooting. Like he's good at everything in the game. You know, he's literally an all-around striker. We talk about Baro being all-around. Rin is all-around. Like, this dude can do everything on the field. Not to mention his flow state is absolutely terrifying to go up against. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like, I really do think Rin, in this game, if Pikachu do end up losing, Rin's going to have an MVP performance and just barely get edged out. But then he'll be even more hungry and go crazy in the under 20 tournament. And then, you know, once he makes up with his brother, I don't think his narrative impact is going to be like as big as it is right now. I don't think he'll have that same drive, you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, Rin is the obvious number 2. On to the obvious number 1. We have at number 1 our main character, Isagi Yoichi. You guys know me as not one of the biggest Isagi fans, but I can acknowledge, I can respect game when I see game, bro. Isagi is a player that is constantly developing and improving drastically throughout arcs. Except for maybe like U20, Isagi has improved drastically in every single arc he's been in the story so far. So it's only logical to assume that he's just going to keep getting better and better and better and better. You know what I'm saying? What can Isagi add to his game? I mean, he already has great defense, vision, and shooting. And passing. What he really needs is dribbling. He cannot dribble to save his life. Yeah, Isagi has some times where he's able to get past players by dribbling, but we've already seen it many times. Like, he's not the best dribbler. He'd much rather pass blind spot. There you go, 1-2. He'd much rather do that to get past someone, which is, you know, respectable. But I feel like Isagi learning how to dribble would be a little bit too OP as well. Like, who the fuck is stopping him? Literally nobody's stopping him, bro. But yeah, man, it's just an obvious number 1 pick for Isagi Yoichi. Our MC, narratively implied many times, to become the best striker in the world. And now I'm about to talk about some of the rankings and why I placed him in some spots. So, to explain some of my choices, I do think that my most controversial ones is probably putting Nagi above Baro and Shido. But you guys have to remember, bro, Nagi literally has his own spin-off manga. To be a side character and have your own spin-off manga, that means you're a pretty damn important side character. I don't care what way you look at it. This bro has a whole story being told from his POV. There's no way he ends up being dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying Baro and Shido are dog shit. I'm just trying to say that, bro, Nagi is literally, he has so much narrative behind him right now. Like, oh yeah, yo, he's a prodigy. He's like the most talented player in bluelock. He has one flaw, and that's his creativity. Once he fixes that flaw, it's been narratively implied many times that every single play he makes when he has creativity is a fucking amazing play. You know what I mean? Like, Nagi's just insane when he actually has creativity and he actually tries. We know he's among the best when that happens. So that's why, bro, I have him above Baro and Shido. I'm sorry. Now, listen, if you guys look at my top 4, all 4 of these guys scored in the U20 game, which is kind of interesting, or maybe even the top 5. All 5 of these people scored in the U20 game, which is kind of interesting because it really shows that, bro, scoring in the U20 game was a real feat. Like, only the best of the best could do that. And you know what I'm saying? The best of the best strikers did do that, which is why exactly they were in my top 5. And yeah, bro, anyways, I think that'll put an end to my video. If you guys like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. Remember, put on the post notifications, guys, so you don't miss a post by me. Anyways, bro, put down in the comments what you think would be the top 10 strikers by the end of the series of Blue Lock. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.